So here we are, and this is the last content creation lecture, and this one is about lighting. The lighting for the demonstration has been created in Ableton Live using the DMX's VST plugin. So essentially we have DMX's sitting on a MIDI channel, and we program MIDI hits, MIDI notes, automation lanes, and so on and so forth for the DMX's to send MIDI data via the DMX's and the DMX's box to our lighting rig. Okay, so the instrument serves as the controlling mechanism for the USB connected MIDI to DMX converter. The converter is then connected via the DMX cabling to a number of LED lights, and each one of those is individually addressed. We'll be going through DMX addressing and addressing lights when we actually do the setup. So each light specific MIDI file then triggers each light or each fader that I have signed automation to, which then controls the red, the green, the blue of each LED, as well as the dim or the brightness. So the MIDI tracks themselves have been divided into left and right, and we can see those down here at the bottom. I've got SOS left, FOS right, and the DMX dressing then is set for left and right, and I'll go through that in a later lecture, as I said. So essentially what we've got here, I've got one channel for the DMX's here. We can see the DMX's plugin on the channel. We can see another one for the right. We can see the DMX's channel there as well, the plugin. And we can also see that there's an X amount of things have been configured. How we do this is we press configure, our DMX's plugin pops up. We can select which plugin we'd like to automate. This one is already automated. Let me pick this one. We can see it pop in on the bottom of the actual screen. So now if we close this and close configure, we could now automate this parameter, and you can see the lights flashing in the background. So that parameter is now automated. It's now usable as a configuration. What we'll see is when we open up the automation is which ones I've already configured and which ones I already have automation for. So we'll minimize this down, and we can see on the left we've got fader numbers, on the right we've got the fader numbers, and you can see where I've drawn in automation for each one of these parameters. Essentially what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to run the track, and we're going to be able to see the lights run in time with the automation that I've programmed. We'll just zoom in a little bit. See the lights come up, fade down, flash in and out, long fade, and then we'll see in this section. So you can imagine that there is a lot of programming actually going on there. There's a lot of different choices that I've made. A lot of the lighting has been matched to the visuals. So particularly in this section, you'll see that the visuals have particular colors in them. I've matched the lighting to that. It's a lot of manual labor if you want to go down that route. Alternatively, also you've also seen that we've done preset banks in DMX's itself. We can send MIDI notes just like we've done with Remix Video, just like we've done with Remix Live, and we can send those out to DMX's particular notes to select a particular bank and a preset within that bank, within different notes of MIDI channels, sending it out. Boom, boom, you hit the bank, you hit the preset, and it does it for you. Obviously, you're going to want a particular light effect. There's only so much programming that you can actually do within DMX's, and there's also the change in between banks and presets as well to be wary of, that when you jump from bank to bank, when you jump from preset to preset, that it is a choppy, immediate change. You need to be aware of that. The way I've done it here in this particular one, it's only for one track, therefore it's quite labor intensive, but it's the effect that I wanted, and I want to be able to show how to do it and what it actually looked like as well. So this is very intensive minutiae programming. It's micromanaging the DMX's, essentially running red, green and blue up and down, as well as the fades on the dims. But it is possible, and this is how it's done. So now we can run that in conjunction with our visuals. Everything is in sync again over link. Everything is connected together, and we have it all running as a cohesive unit, is what I'm trying to say. So that's how we run the lighting. That's how we created the content, by sitting here and pasting out automation lanes and actually doing it painstakingly by hand. If I can maximize this one, we'll see that each one is just breakpoints that have been put into place. And that's it. That's your lighting. Go do it.